projectiles are just plain old oppressive. And if the player knows how to use them, they are very insane.
Oh yeah, this character is a bit campy, but in a very active way. He's not going to be basically just sitting back doing nothing, but getting right into. No, this is not Lemon. My apologies. This is Mute, the other very notable Mega Man main. My bad, y'all. So getting into it though, fantastic with that forward air into grab combo by Pathoran getting this started. Already got Mute oppressed at ledge a wee bit. So Mega Man is actually one of Snake's worst matchups because Lemons do detonate grenades, so you just can't really throw them that
the explosives just won't work because Mega Man can just stop all of them.
Yeah, you just kind of have to like play smart.
You have to place them very accordingly.
Yep. Basically just a smart, patient playstyle with Snake will still go ahead and usually do it, but you have to approach a little bit more. Snake doesn't necessarily like to do that. CQC,
yeah, like
not too bad.
If you're facing a Mega Man, you definitely have to approach because if you don't approach, they're definitely going to stuff you with projectiles.
Certainly. So far, it looks like Pathoran's got a good job here.
He's definitely doing great against the Mega Man. The Leaf Shield, multiple hits, dealing some considerable damage. Snake actually going very high for the recovery.
Yep, that's kind of the Snake special. Just bail out and just get your B reversed C4 and or grenades down.
Like, the recovery's definitely very good because super armor on it. And, ooh, Mute catching Pathoran with the air shooter there as he tries to recover high. Very great move by Mute.
Yep, fantastic job there. Mute is basically, he knows exactly what to do to exploit a character like Snake's attempts to go high on or attempts to go ahead and get up the ledge.
Well, I mean, if you try to go high against Mega Man, he's going to use air shooter. Air shooter is a very insane tool.
Yes, sir. Very good projectile. Actually, fun fact about it is that if it does have a reflectable hitbox, so go ahead and if you've got a cape, if you're playing the Mario Brothers, if you've got a reflector, if you're playing any of the Spaceys, toss that out and Mega Man will learn more than once not to go ahead and try to get you out. So right now, as it stands, basically Mute is just keeping up this wall, oppressing any attempt by Jalen to go ahead and get this.
Oh, but the up tilt's so good. I'm sure everyone knows that by now.
Yes, sir. Snake, a little bit nerfed from Brawl, still very good.
It's still like kills. It's like a smash attack. Very good up tilt, killing Mute right there.
Resetting the C4 on the new platform and just saying, hey, I'm going to try to go ahead and get a campy going.
That was really nice. Metal Blade to up tilt.
Yes, sir.
Like
so
before
now,
Ryu was in Smash, Mega Man had like the equivalent of the Shoryuken.
Mega Man and Ryu both got added to the same one in the last one. So they had it. It used to be Luigi.
Oh
Recognize
yeah, Luigi
the OG with the
had
Shoryu right there. I
mean, the Luigi Shoryu.
I mean, it's had it since the original game.
Yeah, he's had it since '64.
Yes, sir.
It's very great. So haven't caught Mute any yet with the C4 as I've seen, but still placing it, trying to catch him with it.
Yeah, basically you just got to play to what you have. It seems like Pathoran tries to go ahead and get sneaky with it, but it just seems like he's wise to the tricks. And as we say that, he immediately gets blown up. The commentators curse a wee bit, gotta prove us wrong sometimes.
Yeah.
High recovery, Mute catching it and getting the stock. Damn, so.
Great play by Mute.
Great play. I think it's time for a counter because Mute, fantastic Mega Man player. I'm not giving him any shakes here, but Pathoran has a secondary in his back pocket, a Roy, that he's been pulling out quite a bit.
Oh, Roy.
And Roy does fairly well against Mega Man. Neutral Air can actually beat Lemons and trade and get hitboxes on the man. Go ahead and clank with Metal Blade.
And Roy is really good at playing aggressive and getting into your opponent, which is something that Mega Man struggles with, having to play aggressive. And Roy just getting in like that completely just demolishes Mega Man. But
well,
opting to go Snake.
Okay.
We're going to run it back.
Final D, I do like the pick, though. He's basically saying no platforms to mess with me, just straight up horizontal camp game. And for that, Snake has a slightly higher.
Snake definitely, because the C4, there's more places to place the C4 and more places to actually get caught by it. So the explosives definitely work a little better in a place where there's not platforms, but also platforms can really be tricky when you have the C4, but I still think that a stage like FD is definitely a lot better for Snake's explosives.
Agreed. It just seems as though basically landing was the problem here, clearly for Pathoran. So go ahead and choose a stage like Final D where you can punish your opponent just as hard as he punishes you. Ooh, that's so unfortunate. The blade clanking and detonating that grenade. A little bit of self-harm there by Pathoran. He's starting this off a little bit better, though. Looks like
yeah, definitely. He's definitely taking a pretty considerable lead right here.
C4 can't quite clip Mute there, so CQC again. Mega Man is a bit of a heavier character, though, so that forward tilt isn't really going to be threatening to kill.
He's like kind of like the surprise character that's like a heavy, kind of like how like Yoshi It's kind of like the surprise character is like a slightly heavy.
So I love that what Pathoran just did there. He tapped Mute's shield with forward tilt and then waited for him to do something and then up tilted him forward. That's so good. It's an old Snake trick, basically saying, I know that you're going to try to hit a button. My up tilt's better than you. Don't pass.
I mean, it's probably going to be better than it anyways because Snake up tilt is like one of the best tilts in the game. But Mega Man also has another good up tilt with like the Shoryuken.
True, just not as good for, say, like covering options. Much more middle than Snake's.
Snake's is definitely for covering options. It has a pretty big hitbox. Well, it had a pretty big hitbox. It still does, and it can kill. So you can read stuff like rolls even if you aren't like entirely on your target. It's really effective. And another Metal Blade to Shoryuken by Mute. Very nice combo he pulled together right there.
Yep, that's the old bread and butter here. That Confirm is very consistent here. And he's
very deadly too.
Yeah, that kills around 100, 110 or so. And Snake is not a light character. Like, this is a heavy character getting killed.
Yeah, he definitely is a heavy character.
All right, so down throw, what we got? No, back throw, force him
off
stage.
Yeah, back throw. Because Mega Man can't really do that much off stage. Like, he'll try to, like, throw Crash Bomb or whatever to get back on stage, but otherwise he has the rush, but that's a straight-up recovery. All he has to rely on in air dodges. And good read by Pathoran right there, catching the roll by Mute.
Yes, sir. So it looks like 28% and almost a full stock lead here for Pathoran. This is kind of a night or day. I don't know if it's a mentality change or if it's the counter pick.
I definitely think it's probably a mentality change, but the counter pick is pretty powerful.
No double jump. Can't quite get the sweet spot of that down air though. That was
and missed the Cypher. If he blew up the Cypher, well, no, because he probably would still air dodged on stage.
Yeah, if he didn't even air dodge on stage, he was at a percent where he could have C4 recovered.
Yeah, because Snake can just do that, and we just have to deal with it. Oh, and he saved his jump with the rush. That's actually very smart by Mute right there.
Very. This man, as I said, character specialist. He knows what to do for Mega Man.
You definitely I feel like you see a lot more of wide-range people in Ultimate who have many mains, but then when you finally find a character specialist, they're really good at the character that they do play, and they're not as easy to find in Ultimate as it was in Smash 4.
75 characters, we got like a lot of possibilities.
Yeah, because like all the characters are back. You can play basically whoever you want. Like you're bound to play more than one.
Yes, sir. So 141, as we've been talking here, basically, we've seen Mute again do a very good job of racking up damage here. He basically was, like, he's almost 2-to-1 advantage here, but that
and
C4.
The C4 ends it.
That's the problem. You got to be careful where you're trying to land, or if you are below Snake, you know that man's dropping payload down below.
Yeah, there's going to be a C4 if you're below him.
C4
and
grenades, he got an arsenal.
Really anything. Like, he can whip out any explosive.
All right, so what are you thinking for Game 3, stage-wise?
So what I'm thinking for Game 3 is I think that Mute is probably going to counterpick to a stage with platforms because the stages with platforms definitely worked very well for him, and when Pathoran counterpicked to the all-flat Final Destination, he did a lot better, and I think it was the stage pick that definitely affected Pathoran right there, but now Mute going to Smashville, not Smashville, Town and City, plenty of platforms there, plenty of places for Mega Man to react to the C4, so probably won't be able to get blown up as much, and Mega Man will probably have a little more landing options, so it's not going to be as easy to catch his recovery.
True. It's kind of the wild card stage. You get a little bit of a platform layout for Kalos, you get the platform layout for Lilat, you get the platform layout for Final D. So
and you get the platform layout for Smashville with that center platform right there.
True. So the only big difference here is that it has the much higher ceiling, highest ceiling.
Yes, and
stages.
That's going to be a lot harder for Snake to be able to kill off the top with the C4 because most of the explosives will go up. So since most of the explosives will go up, then since it's higher ceiling, it's probably going to be harder to kill Mega Man off the top of that.
Exactly. But we're not really talking about killing Mega Man right now. It
because
looks like
Pathoran dominating this first stock. He's doing very well. About a 70% difference right here. And now Pathoran has the stock lead and a really good percentage to start this off. Pathoran really dominating to start this match off. Can't wait to see what else he has in his kit.
75% isn't really that much for Snake.
It's definitely not much for Snake.
Nope, needs about another 30% or so before the Metal Blade will start killing with Shoryu.
Yeah.
Just spamming these up smashes. Yeah, making it very difficult for
up smash is definitely very good for characters who have recoveries like that are easily gimpable, because then they don't have ways to like get back on stage except for going to ledge and like rolling on or something like that. And it's definitely a lot easier to punish that. So you should definitely try to use up smash a lot and catch their landing. I definitely think that was a very good strategy.
Very true. So 116 to 100. We basically seen Pathoran like make a change to his playstyle and
definitely.
He's taking control of this match in a way that it's going to be difficult for Mute to come back. I want to say that Mute has to recognize what's changed here, and what's changed is that his aerial options are just getting snuffed out.
They are getting very stuffed. Like, Snake is, Pathoran's definitely doing better, and right now it's 3-1 in stocks. Mute has the percentage lead, but Pathoran is not giving up. He's not letting go of that the first stock.
Nope, got his foot on the gas, knows better than to take it off. He's trying to run this to a quick 2-0, basically reverse 2-0 here. I mean,
yeah,
Mute
basically
was really good game 1.
This is definitely like a reverse 2-0.
So yeah, it seems as though what does Mute need to change here? I think
Mute should probably go for a little less aerial approaches, because he sees that Pathoran is definitely stopping them. So maybe he should use a little more short hops and avoid going in the air as much. Maybe use short hop aerials or more projectiles on the ground. But I definitely think he needs to adjust to like not go in the air as much.
I agree, 100%. And now that he has basically last stock, high percent, I think that he has to stay patient, pick his options correctly. If he tries to be too aggressive, Snake's going to eat you alive. And if he goes ahead and converts this into something, no, unfortunately, he's not able to go ahead and get the platform drop down air. So that will allow Pathoran to get back to center stage. But the metal blade in his hand prevents him from tossing out a back air. Cypher gets him back to center stage, though. Oh, but the up
and
tilt.
There it is, the up tilt.
So I think Mute actually had a good thing going right there. He was starting to recognize what he needed to do.
He definitely started to recognize, and he adjusted his playstyle accordingly. But Pathoran still ran away with that game. He did very great that game, and definitely countered all of Mute's aerial approaches with his own.
Very true.